In this video, we will go over the process of preparing your income tax return. Remember that tax return is a name for the annual tax forms that you need to file if you earned income. To prepare your non-resident tax return, first you will need to receive your 1042-S or your W-2. Next, you can use GTP to prepare your tax return, and then finally print out, sign, and mail your tax forms to the IRS. You cannot submit them electronically. GTP is free tax preparation software that can be used to prepare a non-resident federal income tax return. If you're a resident alien for tax purposes, GTP cannot help you prepare your tax return. So instead, you can refer to our website for services that can assist you with your tax obligations. If you are a non-resident alien for tax purposes and you made income from a U.S. source, we strongly recommend that you use GTP to prepare your tax return. GTP is specially designed for non-residents for tax purposes. The vast majority of tax filing services, such as TurboTax, are not designed for non-resident aliens for tax purposes, and if you use these services, you run the risk of filing your tax return improperly by reporting incorrect information or using incorrect forms. This could even lead to penalty fees. The following individuals are eligible to use GTP. Please note that the year is important. F1 and J1 students enrolled at UC Berkeley, UC Berkeley F1 students on OPT, UC Berkeley J1 students on academic training, current J1 visiting scholars affiliated with UC Berkeley, and former visiting scholars affiliated with UC Berkeley, and also F2 and J2 dependents of any of the above. GTP has many useful resources, including a tax information library, a help section that allows you to ask questions, blank tax forms from previous years, and access codes to prepare tax returns for previous years. Please note that access to GTP is only free for the current tax year. To file it for a previous tax year, you will need to purchase an access code. There are two ways to access GTP. Method 1 is for anyone who received a Form 1042-S from UC Berkeley and who is currently at or affiliated with UC Berkeley. You can access GTP from your online Glacier record. In February or March, you will receive an email with instructions on how to access GTP. Method 2 is for anyone who is eligible for GTP access but who did not receive a 1042-S from UC Berkeley or who has left the United States. Follow the instructions on our website to request an access code. Within 3 business days, you will receive an email with the access code and instructions. If you do not see the email after 3 business days, please check your spam folder. 99% chance it's in there. If you require assistance while using GTP, we have a step-by-step instructional video available here. You can also use the help feature in GTP to ask questions. After you have completed all of the information in GTP, you will download an instruction sheet and the forms that you need to submit. Read the instructions very carefully. The forms will most likely include the 1040-NR and the 8843, but your forms may differ depending on your individual situation. All tax forms that you submit have to be printed out and mailed to the IRS. It's a good idea to make copies of all of your documents before sending them. Your tax return must be postmarked by the tax filing deadline in April. That means you need to send it by that day. It doesn't mean that it needs to arrive by that day. Thank you for watching. Please note that Berkeley International Office advisors are not tax advisors. We are unable to answer specific questions about your taxes or tax forms. If you have general questions, please check our FAQ page, and if you can't find the answer there, you can email biohelp@berkeley.edu.